Solihudeen, nurse number 21, and this is a day in my life as the nurse nurse. Hi once again. Today I'm taking you along for a day in my life as a perioperative nurse intern and a nurse participant. So this is me on the road waiting for the bus at the bus stop. So I got into the bus, and so this is me inside the bus, and I was enjoying the view. The view was beautiful, and it was time for me to make payment. I made my payment. Then I got to work and I had to cross the road. This is me crossing the road, and this is me entering the hospital. I greeted people around me, said bye to my friend who is a pharmacist. Then I headed to the O&G department where I'm going to be working today at the O&G theater. O stands for obstetric and G stands for gynecology. So welcome to the hospital. So I entered the hospital and went into the perioperative nurse's office to drop my bag. Then afterwards I went to the female changing room to change my clothes. Then here we handed over the shifts, and this is our first suit, our second suit. Then this is me taking the video of the suits after cleaning and disinfecting the suits. The day ahead will be so busy because we have 3 cesarean sections scheduled for today. So this is me entering the autoclaving room to get the CS packs we are going to use for today. The of my morning is spent preparing the theater, collaborating with colleagues, and ensuring that everything is ready for safe patient care. One of the things I love most about theater nursing is how every member of the team contributes to a calm and reassuring environment for mothers and babies. So this is me arranging the instruments, the forceps, the gallipod, the retractor, the bladder retractor, right angle retractor, artery forceps, the Colcas forceps, everything, the scissors and all of that. Some of the most important work in the operating theatre happens before the procedure even begins. Preparation, focus, and teamwork, they set the tone for the entire case. There's a certain rhythm to theatre nursing. Every movement is deliberate, every detail matters, and every member of the team plays a vital role. So this is me washing my hand to scrub in for the first surgery. So here I am, I'm scrubbed in and fully logged in. Once the surgery starts, it's all about teamwork, staying focused, and making sure everything runs smoothly and safely as possible. With the procedure complete, it's time for one of the less glamorous but equally important parts of my day, caring for the instruments and getting the theatre ready for whatever comes next. It may not be the flashy side of nursing, but it is an essential responsibility, and every instrument deserves the same care and attention before it is prepared for sterilization and returned to service for a future patient. So this is me drying the instruments after washing, disinfecting and cleaning them properly. The final step is getting everything ready for sterilization. This is me wrapping the instruments in a sterilization wrap, then using a sterilization indicator tape, which provides instant visual proof that shows if the instrument has been sterilized or not. Afterwards, I changed from my scrub to uniform and stepped out of the theater. As nurse interns in my hospital, we have weekly presentations that keep us learning and growing. And today, it's my group's turn to present. Once the session is over, I went to the hospital mosque to pray. Afterwards, I headed back to the theater for a quick lunch, or should I say my late breakfast. By the time I returned, the second case had been completed and I was preparing to be the circulating nurse for the next one. Before bringing the patient in, I took a moment to make sure everything was in order. Then it was time to get back to work. I made sure the theater environment and essential equipment are ready and functioning well, and that everything needed to welcome and care for the newborn is neatly arranged and within reach. Because in theater, a little preparation goes a long way in helping the entire team work smoothly and confidently. It is one of those quiet parts of the shift that people rarely see, but every theater nurse knows how much it matters. And yes, this is where the Nigerian nurse resourcefulness shines, staying calm, staying ready, and making sure we are set for a safe and joyful arrival. And then comes the moment that never gets old, the sound of a newborn's first cry. Then it's time for documentation, the part of nursing that turns care into a complete story. As we often say in nursing, if it isn't documented, it did not happen. After documenting, my team handed over to the next team and I got dressed and stepped out of the theater, tired, grateful, and already dreaming about my bed. One last walk through the hospital corridors, a bus ride home, and the only plan left is to rest, freshen up, and do it all again tomorrow. Thank you for spending the day with me. Bye.